Yo, what's the deal, world? Y'all know what it is. This is a special edition, special Tuesday edition. Y'all know what happened last night here in LA that had people up all night where we couldn't even get to it because it was pandemonium. But we're here for you to talk about what happened tonight in game 4. A lot of NBA action, the end of week 8 in the NFL, and a lot of craziness going on in this world, baby. But you know who it is. Your favorite duo when it comes to this media thing, Mykell, Mathieu, my guy Elam the second. We are here for you with that fire, and I hope y'all ready. What's the deal, Elam?
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Elam. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Misfits, where we encourage you not to fit in, but find a way to stand out. We are the tightest tag team tandem this side of the galaxy. And last thing that I checked, we might have a visitor from the
Really?
from the opposite side of the galaxy, but we'll get into that a little bit later. We got SC, UCLA, Rams, Chargers, Lakers, the JV team that plays in Inglewood. So we got a lot of stuff lined up for you today.
Yeah, man. As you know, as always, when you tap in with the Misfits, when it comes to the LA sports thing, we got you covered. Two journalists from the city going hard. You know what it is. But let's start there, Elam. We got to talk about what we just saw. Game 4. After first, let's talk about
Hold on,
last
we
night.
let's do game 3 first
Yeah,
before we
we
get to
got to
game
talk about
4.
last night. We got to talk about last night. How was that for you, bro? Because it was a crazy Monday in a lot of people's households, and I was thinking like, man, my boy Elam is probably losing his mind, waking up the babies and everything after what we saw. So, how was your game 3, man?
So you know what? Being a journalist and being in press boxes was excellent practice for last night's game because I could not cheer because the kids were asleep. Now, the funniest thing, man, when Clayton Kershaw came into the game, I said,
Yeah.
we are screwed. Bases loaded, 2 out. Clayton gotta get one. 3-2 count, full count. Clayton Kershaw is able to get the dude to uh roll out. What was it?
Yeah,
Line out
line
to
out. Yeah.
the second baseman. Gets out the inning. My guy Klein. I had absolutely no idea who this dude was. Um, Big Red. That's what I'm calling him. Big Red. He comes in. He had never pitched 40 pitches in a game in the major leagues. He was literally a cast off
Yeah.
by some other team. He was DFA'd. The Dodgers picked him up, stuck him at the end of the bench. He comes in, pitches 4 dynamic innings, but don't even get lost in the sauce because Shohei Ohtani.
Of
Thank you,
course.
Angels. Thank you,
No,
Angels.
yeah. Hey,
Shohei
see,
Ohtani.
the angels always blessing, bro. Like, shout out to
Nah,
the
man.
angels
Yeah, you,
above
you guys.
who are
If you
always
guys were
showing
a
love.
blessing, you guys will bless yourselves. But Shohei Ohtani, 4 for 4. He reaches base 9 times, bro. That was
Yeah.
historic, man. I had an absolute blast. But I do have some major critique about the Dodgers, man. I had it
Okay.
last game, and it spilled over to the 6-2 drubbing that we just saw tonight.
Yeah.
The Dodgers keep swinging for the fences, man. Whereas the Blue Jays, they are doing just enough to get a base hit, move the runner, and keep the lineup going. That's what the Dodgers need to do. But no, every single time they swing the bat, they are swinging for the fences, and it's pissing
Hey,
me off.
hey,
It pissed me
they're
off.
all
It pissed me off last night, and it definitely pissed me off
yeah,
today.
they're all trying to be like Otani, man. They see that guy's performance, and I've been somebody that's like, hey, take it easy on this GOAT talk because I think a lot of the GOAT talk is premature for a lot of these athletes in the present day of sports. But man, he continues to challenge some things that I question with the way that he plays, and his performance was top notch as always. Even today, like I felt that he pitched a very solid game. It's just the offense didn't show up. Everybody was still asleep. Everybody was
No,
still
the
tired.
bats have been asleep. Mookie Betts,
Oh,
he
Mookie
hasn't.
Bet. Hey,
Mookie Betts
Mookie
does not look like
Betts.
himself.
He
It's been
has
like
looked
Dookie Betts,
like
bro.
Dookie.
It's been
Yeah,
it's
I
been
was just
Dookie
about to
Betts.
say that. Mookie has looked like Dookie. It is not happening for him. Shout out to Freddie Freeman. Yesterday I was on the Sporting Tribune today with my guy Grant and Anwar, and I said it. I said this game 3 that they won last night, last night was important because I didn't feel that things were going to be as successful in game 4. So the fact that Freddie Freeman, shout out to him, like the new Mr. October. I don't want to disrespect the great Reggie Jackson. Man, that guy, Freddie Freeman, is the new Mr. October, but it could all be for naught if this series doesn't go the way that most expected. In game 4, man, it did not go great for them. But that game 3 is one of those moments. If they win this World Series, it's going to be remembered like the Robert Ory game-winning 3 shot against the Kings. It's going to be remembered like Magic's hook shot over the Celtics. That game 3 performance and finish has a chance to be one of the greatest baseball games ever, especially if the Dodgers win, and one of the greatest LA sports moments if the Dodgers win this series. But I told everybody coming in, a lot of people, I can't remember what you had it as, Elam, but
I said Dodgers in 5, but
I said 6 games.
Yeah, it's going 6.
Yeah, I said 6
The
games.
winner of this next game is going to win the series. It's not going 7. The winner of this next game is going to win. The Dodgers have to play with a little bit of desperation, but Will Klein never has to buy another meal in Los Angeles. He can go to the bar. He never has to buy himself another drink. Will Klein forever etched into LA lore, bro.
Yeah. Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Will Klein, of course, Kershaw. These dudes can go anywhere in the city.
And Mookie.
And a little bit, Mookie. He got to get his act together. Because if they lose this World Series, a lot of it is going to be, man, what's up with Mookie Betts? He didn't have as great of a year. He struggled in the World Series. Is he falling off? That's going to be, is he washed like the kids say today? That's going to be something that is brought up. But tomorrow is going to be huge. Who's pitching tomorrow? Yamamoto?
Nah, I think tomorrow.
Because they need that one. You got people in the chat saying that it's going 7. Let's go Jays. And best believe, not even being a Dodger fan, I've been going at it with the Toronto Owls for a year now because of the Drake Kendrick thing, and they still coming at me now. It's baseball, so I've been standing up for the city.
Blake Snell is coming back.
I like that. So Blake Snell is going to give them a good opportunity, but must-win game. Game 3 was a must-win because I figured game 4 was going to get murky. Game 5 is a must-win. And hey, what a better way to win the World Series in Toronto. Like, it'll be the back-to-back years of kicking them in their backs. If Kendrick did what he did to Drake, and if the Dodgers win the World Series in Toronto, like, they're going to hate LA. Like, you're not going to be able to go to Toronto and be like, where you from? I'm from LA. They probably going to pack you out, Elam.
No, they don't. They don't pack you out in Toronto, man. They pour maple syrup and cover you with Canadian bacon, bro. I've been to Toronto, man. Those dudes up there is as soft as poutine, bro. So you got absolutely nothing to worry about going to Toronto from LA. I'm out there dodgered up in Toronto, bro. They were like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing out here, bro?" You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a real, like, weird accent out there in Toronto.
It's really weird. Hey, I'm gonna be out. You know where I'm going. I got to get out there. Dodgers take care of business.
To the New Hawking.
New Hawking eating fried rice with the dip sauce and the blammy. So it's gonna be a time. Not like us the whole trip. That's the only. I'm just playing G and X the whole time. But Dodgers have to take care of business. What do you think it's going to take for them to win Game 5 to get take a 3-2 advantage?
They got it. It's real simple. Just string hits together, man. There have been too many instances in the first 4 games where, like I said, they're swinging for the fences, and all they have to do is get a base hit. They're leaving runners stranded on base. I want to say they left 15 on base yesterday. They left another, 6, 7 on base today. They got to find a way to turn these one-run innings into crooked numbers. And until that happens, the Dodgers are in trouble. I'm going to say the Dodgers are in trouble. If they don't win this next game, I might have to stick a fork in them.
Yeah, they go study your tape. Go study some stuff. Go
Oh,
look at.
and one last thing, bro.
Let me hear.
Dave Roberts, listen, I know you a friend of the show.
Friend of the
Do not
show.
put Blake Trinan back in the game. The dude
Uh.
is absolutely poo cheese. He is a
Uh.
liability. You're better off putting me on the mound in crunch time situations than freaking Charlie Kirk. You can't put Blake Trinan on the mound. You just can't do it.
You can put producer Ben out there if you're gonna make that move, and we know he doesn't have an athletic bone in his body, so they got to figure that out, man. But to me, it's gonna be like you said, on those bats waking up. We're gonna need another historic Shohei performance. We're gonna need Mookie to wake up. You're gonna need Freddie Freeman to make a play. They got to figure out. Is it Pages? Is it Call? Is it Mykell Rojas?
I'm putting
like
Call. Call's got
you're making that call?
Yeah. Pages is an automatic out, man. And that's the craziest thing. From Will Smith on down, you're getting absolutely nothing. Edmund is giving you nothing.
Yeah.
Freaking Pages is giving you nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta get some semblance of production from the bottom half of the roster, because right now it's just food.
Hey, and remember, guys, you can always hit us up in the chat for the people tuning in. Let us know what you think. Go over to the YouTube, The Misfits Live. You see how it's spelled right here on the screen. Let us know what you feel like. How nervous are you, Dodger fans that are out there? Or are you at peace then? Like, hey, this team's been there. They've done that. They know how to make it happen. But this is going to be a huge game tomorrow. Hopefully they were just a little tired and, a little beat. And, because they were excited. They won the game the way they did, as late as they did, to where maybe that energy kind of hurt them today. But they have to win.
It's a 3-game series now, man. Yep. It's a 3-game series.
Hey, go study that tape against the Angels. See what great baseball looks like in Dodger Stadium, man.
Who are the Angels, man? Who are the Angels? Who are you talking about?
I just had to mention that, man. I just had to talk about that. Shout to the Halos. They making moves. Got a new manager over there, Kurt Suzuki. So it's some Halo things coming.
Suzuki.
It's some Halo things happening over there, man. Let's take you away from the baseball diamond, which is the talk of the town. You're going to be hearing all about it. Check out our socials, Instagram and YouTube reels, whatever they call clips, where we talk about the game. Go and check that out. But let's talk about Week 8, the NFL. The Rams were off, of course. They got a much-needed break.
Hold on. It's not just the Rams were off. The Rams take first place.
Yes.
On their bye week.
No, it's still Seattle. Isn't Seattle still tied?
Yeah, it's a two-way tie. Tie.
That other team in San Francisco. I knew that was
the team that was in first place. They lose to the Houston Texans. I'm looking like Lambkins, man. I said the Rams would win the NFC West as long as they're healthy. And one name that is not in the MVP discussion that desperately needs to be is Matthew Stafford. But
of course.
Let's pump our brakes. It's still, an entire half of football left to play. But you gotta if you're a Rams fan, you gotta like my prediction.
You gotta be excited. You gotta be excited about what you see. They get that week off I feel it's the perfect time. They get healthier. Puka has to return and get some bodies back. Hopefully Devontae and Mathieu were able to get some throwing sessions in during the break to come back. What was it? 3 touchdowns? Last 3 touchdowns the last time we saw them together. So it's going to be interesting to see their comeback performance as they try to make it happen. Who they got this week? They have the Saints, which is a great team to play after a bye. So it's going to be exciting to see. The Chargers, they took care of business last Thursday.
Who came back? Who came back?
For who?
For the Chargers. What's that lineman name?
Who came back?
Joe Alt.
Joe Alt, yeah.
Joe Alt came back.
Yeah, he helped.
I told you.
But that doesn't tell me much. The Vikings stink. that purple rain is not Prince's purple rain. It's the teardrops of the Minnesota fans because that team stinks, and the Chargers took advantage of it. And look really good. Quentin Johnston has completely fallen off a cliff,
He'll be
but
back, man.
Lat
He'll be back.
McConkey is starting to ball. So they got some things. Vidal is holding it down at running back. They're looking solid. They got a solid matchup. Psych. They have a win that they should most likely get against the Titans in Tennessee. So for me, with the Chargers, it's just about beating the teams that are in front of you. Like you lose to the Colts. You're going to have to see Denver again, this time at Denver. Let's see what's going to happen. You're going to have to see the Chiefs again, this time at Kansas City. They got to play the Eagles.
It's a totally different story. As
Yeah.
long as the offensive line, that's the strength of the Chargers offense. It's the offensive line.
Supposed to be, yeah.
And when you are missing 3 starters along that offensive front, it's gonna have residual effects and impacts throughout the entire offense.
Fact.
As they get healthy along the offensive line, you'll see Justin Herbert look like how he was in the first 4 weeks. You'll see Lad McConkey take off. The tight end, Gaston.
Ooh,
Listen,
that
boy, man,
Yeah.
all
That boy is tough. I tried to snatch him on fantasy, but everybody
everybody
move quick. But he's a baller. The Chargers, man, you got to pick up this win this week against the Titans because you got a solid little stretch. You got Pittsburgh at Jacksonville, cakewalk versus the Raiders most likely, but you got Philly. You're at the Chiefs, at Dallas, Texans, and then you finish the season at Denver. We're going to really find out about this Charger team down the stretch here, but picking up these wins like the win against Minnesota at home, hopefully against Tennessee, it just gives you that confidence and trying to stay healthy. Their defense has kind of been a little spotty, but let's see if they can.
What was my prediction about the AFC West? What was my prediction?
That the prediction that you're most likely going to be wrong about.
Hey, I'm still going to stand on it. I think the Denver Broncos are going to win the AFC West. And you just mentioned the Chargers schedule down the stretch. I think the Chargers are going to be the second place team, which is going to put your Kansas City Chiefs in great peril.
Hey,
just
there's gonna be 3. It's gonna be 3 teams from the AFC making West that makes the playoffs, just like last season. Those teams that's the best division by far. But Eric, I didn't want to go to that right away. I wanted to talk about the Eagles first, but we got to talk the Chiefs, bro.
I'm still standing on it.
The Chiefs come off. I was hoping so bad re-recorded.
They didn't play anybody, bro. They beat Marcus Mariota. Y'all last 2 weeks you played Geno Smith and Marcus Mariota.
You gotta beat who you play.
Next topic.
You gotta beat who you play. The Chiefs once again are inevitable. You have to deal with them, and the league is in trouble. That's all I'm gonna say. Rashee Rice, 3 TDs in 2 weeks. Shout out to him. But we can move on. I can't wait. They got a big one versus Buffalo this week. That's gonna be a good one. But we got to talk about the team that won the Super Bowl last year because it's a lot of negative press around what's going on. Some of it is like the Chiefs is still getting, of course, because that's just haters. But it's a lot of weird situations happening with the Eagles. And, of course, the tush push, the play that I hate the most in the NFL gets more scrutiny.
The most unfair play in the NFL. This is the crazy part about it. This is where I lose it. As long as Jalen Hurts is moving forward, they let the play go. As soon as he gets stopped or he's reaching the ball out and the ball gets snatched, oh no, the play is dead. The play is dead.
Yeah.
It's like you can't have the Eagles and the Chiefs getting favorable calls now. Like you just gotta call it. You gotta call it up and down, man. It's gotta be vertical.
Yeah, I just wish I wish we got to do a solo, and I want to send this to the NFL referees and say, remember this: a first down is not a touchdown. If the guy is still moving any way forward, even if it's by a little or a lot, the ball should be played. It happened with Thibodeau. Clearly took the ball out of Jalen Hurts'
Jalen
hand,
Hurts'
and it
hand.
should have been a fumble. There's no way that you can't call this in. It's not the play, of course, is a terrible play. It's not real football. But what makes it even worse and why I believe that this play is going to be removed from the game of football is because the way that it is officiated is so it happens so fast. You can't see in those little spaces to where these refs just don't know how to call it. They miss false starts. They miss the fumble calls, and it's just going to have to be something that has to come to an end. We saw when they played the Chiefs, of course, the false starts, but later in the game, on that fourth down where the Chiefs would have got the ball back and had a chance, the ball was taken out of his hands while Jalen Hurts was laying on top of offensive players and defenders' paws. So he has to figure that out. The league, that's Roger Goodell I'm talking about. The league has to figure it out because it is trash.
No,
The
listen,
fact that
I'm
happened.
I'm I'm not gonna go so far to say that. Do I think it's a trash play? Yes. Do I think it's a football play? No. But do I think it should be banned? Absolutely not. I think how you stop the tush push is you remove the defensive penalty rule that if a defensive player is pushed, then it's
Pushes.
a penalty. Because if you want to stop, the only way you can counteract the tush
Be
push
able to
is
push
to
your guy.
literally be able to be behind your defenders
I
and
just
push
don't
them
think,
back.
yeah, I just don't think the NFL wants to. We done seen the Eagles run that play 4 straight times. Like they get to the red zone, it might be 5 straight tush pushes until the end zone. It's just not fun to watch. Like if you want to have entertaining football, having a play like the tush push being allowed is
It's
not
a
fun to
rugby
watch.
play. It,
We
my
we
thing is,
saw
if
it in
you're
the
going
Super
to,
Bowl where it's like,
eh,
come on, y'all.
well, I know you didn't enjoy the Super Bowl. I absolutely loved it. Um, I think if you're going to allow a rugby play, then you have to allow both sides
Yeah,
to have
but
an equal opportunity at being able to execute. Because right now it is an unfair advantage for the offense.
yeah, shout out to Jared Allen. Can't remember what show he was on, but he was just like, it's a piece of crap play. It's a penalty. Like they missed that penalty call for the Niners where Christian McCaffrey was drugged into the end zone. So where if you're not going to be calling these penalties and the defense, like you're saying, can't push and do it to combat it, like you got to just scrap the play. And that's what I'm hoping that they eventually do because it is trash. Capital TRASH trash, and I don't want to see it
I'm surprised you could
anymore.
spell that.
Man, of course, baby. Cal State Long Beach education is A1. But anything else that stood out to you this past week 8?
You know what? It's crazy because you're starting to hear Jalen Hurts in the MVP conversation, and I think it's absolutely asinine. Now, do I think his play has improved? Very much so. And the crazy thing is the offensive coordinator for the Eagles was super maligned in the first 5 weeks. I didn't think that the Eagles were doing all that bad, but I have started to see a little bit of progress from Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts. He
yeah,
went under center, doing play action, turning his back to the defense. That's something where he really struggled. And he's starting to throw a little bit of intermediate routes, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the field. If Jalen Hurts is able to do that, then you're not stopping this offense. But they got back to their bread and butter, giving
yep,
Saquon Barkley the ball and letting 26 do damage. The Eagles are best when the ball is in 2-6's hands. Jalen
facts.
has to pick his spots. But like I said, Jalen Hurts, his name
Yeah,
is starting
picking
to
it up.
starting to be floated in the MVP
Yeah.
conversation. How do you feel about that?
No, I think that he's doing his thing. He's playing some good football. But for me, like right now, a lot of people aren't a fan of Drake the rapper, but Drake May, the quarterback for the Patriots, that dude is looking like a stud on the field. Like his growth from year 1 to year 2, passing the ball. He got Stephon Diggs looking like he's back in Minnesota and Buffalo again. Like I think that guy right now should sit atop of the MVP race because who had the Patriots coming in being a possible playoff team and possibly winning that division? Of course, you
No
got
Bo Nix?
Mahomes, who
Not Bo Nix?
Nah, I think Bo Nix, a lot of that is the run game is doing great things, and that defense is just top notch. But Drake May is playing some amazing football. Did you have the Patriots making the playoffs? I had them nowhere near the playoffs. And the way that
Absolutely
he's
not.
playing, the way that he's playing, my guy Himes is texting with hope again. Like people are getting excitement about this Patriots team once again. And they are the top of the class when it comes to cheaters, but they're not even cheating. Like they're just playing good football. Drake May's 5.50 touchdown ratio passes of 20 plus air yards and 22-25. Shout out to the chat for that nugget. That man is playing some great football. And if I had to choose, it's him. Then I got 15. Maybe 15 would be 3 because I'll put Jonathan Taylor at number 2 with what
I
he's
think
doing.
JT got to be number 1 because the year this dude is having is
But
otherworldly.
he balled
It's
last year though.
otherworldly.
He had
No,
14.
he did ball. He did ball
14,000
last
yards,
year,
50
but I think
Daniel
this year
Jones is the big piece.
there hasn't been a quarterback that has just run away with it. Usually it's Lamar Jackson having, Tecmo Bowl type numbers or Madden numbers on rookie. But JT, his last game, he had 3 tubs. He ran one for 65 yards, I want to say. Like, the dude is balling. Outside of the Rams game, nobody's been able to corral, let alone contain Jonathan Taylor. So, as long as he's able to stay healthy, he's got to be in the conversation. Drake May has to be in the conversation. I think you have to put Jalen Hurts in the conversation because he's just winning. And like I said, Matthew Stafford, you got to include old man
15?
Stafford.
The guy who leads the league in touchdowns and passing yards?
You throw the first 2 possessions, you throwing picks, you out there looking like Patrick
that
Mahomes,
second
bro.
one.
You
Shame
looking
on
like
you,
Mahomes.
Travis Kelce, on that second pick, but he was flawless second. He leads the league in touchdowns and yards.
That's only because Brock
so.
Purdy been injured since week 1, man.
Brock Purdy. That boy, he probably don't even got a
Which
job.
team leads the league in passing yards? Which team is number 1 in passing?
Oh, I'm not sure who you got.
It's the San Francisco 49ers. And it's not being a homer.
They be having to come back. They be having to come back.
You know why? It's not about coming back. It's because the game plan warrants, they're going to take away CMC. Okay, let's utilize him to shift the defense. This is going to be open. If Brock Purdy
I can't wait
for
50 to come back. When 50 come back, it's going to be tough.
You said 50.
Yeah, Ricky, what's his name?
Oh, Ricky P?
Yeah, Ricky P. I call him 50 because he takes them shells.
Every time you say that, I'm like, 50. Who the heck is 50? Yeah.
He takes them shells and bounce back, baby.
But let's move on, man.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's take you to we're gonna stay on the gridiron, but we just gonna go to the backpacks and the students side of things. USC had a week off after taking the L out there in Notre Dame. They needed that break so that they could try to get back to it. Let me holler at the chat. They talking crazy. They said Chiefs are 3rd in the NFC at best, and if Drake May can play in January, they are 5th in the AFC, 13th in the NFL. Oh yeah, let me tell you this. Nobody wants to face the Chiefs in the AFC in the playoffs.
Is it the Chiefs or is it the refs? Is it the Chiefs and the refs, or is it just the Chiefs?
Chiefs are running the ball now.
Because I'm gonna tell you,
number 2 defense in the league.
The last time we saw the Chiefs in the playoffs, it was BTA, bro.
Oh yeah, the offensive line was banged up, but now I guarantee none of these dudes want to face. We guarantee.
Just like the shave that you owed me.
I told you. I bet you I'm gonna wear a 9. What was the bet? I'm gonna wear a 9.
I'm not betting you again until you pay up what you owe. That's how I bet.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my mask for the next show so that we can be good. But yeah, let's take it to the college ranks. USC, they're back, number 23 after an L. It's like, dang. So sometimes you can win and losing. You know what I'm saying? So people out there, don't never let people tell you, hey man, you can't win in a loss. Yes, you can. The USC Trojans has proven that. They go from unranked to 23rd ranked, and they didn't even have to play a football game. They just lost to Notre Dame. Are you excited about this finishing stretch for USC? Do you think they have a chance to make some noise to try to sneak possibly into the college football playoffs?
CFP? Nah, man, they'll be playing in the LA Bowl or the Motor City Bowl or the Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup bowl. It's gonna
That's
be some
funny.
all-brand bowl, man. They're not beating Oregon, and if they lose a third game, that takes them out of contention for the CFP.
Okay.
I think there are at least 2 more games on the schedule that they could lose. You know what I'm saying? I think they play Indiana.
They're at Nebraska. They at Nebraska this week.
Yeah, Nebraska could go either way. I think Iowa could be a trap game.
Okay,
And
you've
like
been
I
saying
said, I
that
think
all season.
yeah, I
Yeah.
really do. I really do. I think Iowa could be a trap game, and I do think that they're going to end up losing to Oregon. So they can
I
ill
like
afford
their
losing another game, man.
I like if they can take care of Nebraska, they got uh Northwestern at home, so they should
That
take
should be
care
a
of that.
win.
Iowa, I would be more scared if it was at Iowa, but it's at the Coliseum. We saw
That
Michigan.
defense travels.
No,
That
no,
defense
yeah, but
travels.
if that offense is turning the ball over and stinking it up, it's gonna give Mayava and those guys more opportunities to try to get a win. It's gonna come down to that Oregon game. If they can somehow make something happen against Oregon, the biggest trap game will be UCLA at home. Like the Bruins gonna come in there with nothing to lose and possibly make some noise. But if they can take care of Oregon, like I
And it's
like
at
this
the Rose Bowl, right?
no, it's at this
It's at the
Coliseum.
Coliseum. All
It's
right.
at the Coliseum. But you know, they know Dante Moore. They seen him before. They know Oregon. They know a lot of these recruits. So if they could come in there and make some plays and make something happen, but you want to take it a week
Bro,
at a
did you see
time.
the Notre Dame game? Did you
No, I
really
did.
watch it?
No, I did. I really watched it. It's gonna be. This is on D'Antone. Dan, what's his name?
D'Antolin.
Deanton Lynn and Coach Lincoln Riley. Like, what are y'all truly about? This is a stretch of what are y'all? What did I miss? Because right now, you know, it's not looking like what we wanted and expected once you know you guys entered the picture. So this is their stretch to like kind of what did they say that let a naysayer know what was what the word?
Let a naysayer know.
What did he say? I did not know what that meant.
Yeah.
But this is their opportunity to let the naysayers know, like we deserve to be here. We're gonna take this program to another place. If they can run through this gauntlet of Nebraska, Northwestern, Iowa, Oregon, and UCLA, because as bad as that loss was to Notre Dame, they beat themselves. Like terrible turnovers. Yes, Love went crazy, but if you take away those turnovers and you play you know, you protect that ball, they possibly win that game. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
but
an
if
interesting
if an
stretch.
if were a fifth, man, we'd all be drunk, man. They didn't. What I have to say is you are seeing head coaches at top tier programs being let go during the season.
Yeah,
James Franklin is gone. Brian Kelly is gone. If
mm-hmm.
Lincoln Riley loses 2 more games this year, he is out of there.
Yeah, you have to. Like it's you can't explain bringing him back if they have another 8-4 year playing in the Holiday Bowl inside of a baseball stadium or playing at the LA Bowl with Gronk
And my
hosting.
Prestos are still trash from that game, bro. Walking on that field.
Man, facts. But they're gonna have to figure it out. But let's talk about the Bruins because it was like 3 straight wins.
Brew wins, Brew lose.
Yeah, Brew lose, and it was a bad, embarrassing loss. 56-6. I was waiting for somebody to pull a cord or you know concede defeat and that 21-0 blowout. I'm like, where's it at? I was looking for it.
You
know,
remember
the
the prediction I made against Penn State? You remember the prediction I made? I said it was going to be 56-3. I knew it was a 56-3 type game. I just had the wrong team. I had the wrong team. I was a few weeks off, but I knew it was coming. This game, it was 28-0 at halftime. I'm in New York at this wedding. Shout out to my boy Chris Bell, who got married to his beautiful bride.
Big Baby, what's up,
Long
bro?
Island. But Big Baby, salute. What up, bro?
Big Baby Jonathan.
Yeah.
Hey,
go tap in. Go tap in with Big Baby.
We're gonna talk some Lakers in a minute, Big Baby. So you know, you gotta let us know in the chat what you think about what we're saying. But
Yeah. But that
just
game
taking
was
on the
over, man.
Bruins.
At the halftime, I saw it was 28-0. I said it's not even any point in me trying to sit down and watch this game. Um, on to the next week, man. There's nothing to learn from that game except for what you did wrong.
Yeah, I hope they cleaned their shoes, Indiana, because their feet was so far up the Bruins. I'm like, bro, I know it got to be dirty. It was just they looked more like the team we saw the first few games, and it happened, and they just
But
got
at
to
least
move
they
on.
scored. That's the silver lining. They
Yeah,
scored.
they
They scored.
scored. So let's see how they can finish this season up. It looks like they're going to be fighting for that coach for Neuheisel, and maybe they can get a couple. Maybe they could try to get bowl eligible.
You know what? I think they're not going to be bowl eligible. I think they'll
Ooh,
probably win with like
Lincoln
four
Riley goes
games.
to UCLA.
I think UCLA puts the nail in the coffin and sends Lincoln Riley out of LA, bro.
Ooh, that will be a hell of a story, but not going to happen. I don't trust this Bruins team at all.
Okay.
I think the Trojans gonna make some things happen. But let's take it. Let's take it away. Take it away from the gridiron. We got to talk to hardwood because the NBA season is here. You got 8 p.m. basketball games. Not a fan of it, but hey, it is what it is. Right now, the Clippers are facing off against the Golden State Warriors. Um, but before we go there, we got to talk about Ty Lue, his connection to some people who are part of this whole situation
Ty
with the
Lue connected?
gambling. Oh, hey, don't listen to me. Those his homies. Check him out. I was at one of the latest games. It's people had to bring it up in the presser. This is what he had to say.
My question is, how are you doing after the news yesterday, and have you communicated at all with Chauncey?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I feel better. I had a chance to talk to him last night, and so just to hear his voice and saying that he's okay, he's good. So I can tell in his voice that if it's not really good. So he feels good, and that's all I wanted to make sure of yesterday.
It's high.
Hey, so man, just we gotta. I'm not sure if we tackled too much of the situation, but the gambling with Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier. What's your thoughts of this situation? It's real
I'm
hectic.
pissed, bro. I'm livid. And
Okay.
I'm livid for a completely different reason, right? I don't care what you do with your money. I don't care if you're a millionaire and you want to try to make a few extra thousands on the side.
Mm-hmm.
The issue that I had with this is the portrayal, the coverage, the how it was exposed in the media. It made it appear as though Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier were the masterminds behind this gambling endeavor, this operation, and that could not be any further from the truth. Chauncey Billups literally would just go. He was there, playing
Mm-hmm.
poker. Like Terry Rozier was throwing games. That's something completely different. But how it absolutely appeared was that
Yeah.
you had these two black faces, you know what I'm saying, as the to push the storyline forward to get these clicks, but
Yeah.
it was something that the mafia
Yeah. The Italian
had
mafia.
organized.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, and it just once again, ladies and gentlemen, the power of media. Make sure that you guys look deep into the details. Don't just believe what's being sold
Don't
to you.
believe the hype. Like my man
Even
Flavor
here with the
Flavor
Misfits,
Flav.
we give you the truth, but we still want you to go double check for
Do your
yourself.
own research.
Facts, because what they were giving, you were like, yo, like Billups is the head guy. You would have thought he was the ringleader of the situation, and then you dive further into the details. You like, bro was just playing
Just playing
poker.
poker.
You know, what I'm saying? Like, when I go to Vegas, sometimes you run into these NBA guys because they like to gamble. They got money. Shout
It's
out to Lou
competition.
Williams.
It's
Yeah,
competition.
facts. And Lou Will said it best. He said a lot of players, we go from millionaires to thousandaires. So they want to do what they can to keep themselves a millionaire. So they gamble and do different things. But to paint this picture like Chauncey Billups was the head figure of something so treacherous was just terrible by the media to spread that misinformation. Because it was just a bad look. Like it totally wasn't what it was.
I'm surprised your dog Malika Andrews didn't have a
Oh, it's
think
coming.
piece.
It's coming. It's coming for sure. Next time he has an interview. So, shout out to Chauncey Billups. The Portland Trailblazers won 5 straight games, but he also was a part of, like, she got her stuff ready, man. But yeah, it's just a murky situation with the media. So that situation won. But the Terry Rozier thing, you feel like
that dude was throwing them, bro.
Yeah, with him, he was throwing them more than Meg Thee Stallion on her newest video, throwing that thing in a circle. Because you had to figure that with gambling so close to the game of the NBA, that stuff like this will happen. Some teams have casinos sponsoring them. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, clearly you're promoting this, and you knew it will happen. It will be a part of the game. You remember the movie Blue Chips, right?
Very much so.
Yeah, remember the player who was throwing games and the coach figured it out and things like that. Like I figured it was going to happen. It sucks that it's Terry Rozier and he's going to have to deal with it. But when you connect the two, live sports with the live gambling, you're going to get situations like this. And we already saw with the Porter brother, who's now in jail.
Jonte. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jonte. Now we got with Terry Rozier. That's why I like to keep everything separate. Like gambling, sports, go to Vegas, do your thing. But, definitely here with the Misfits Live, we like to preach trying to humanize athletes. And it's hard to do it when they're just prop bets. So having it so close to the game, I'm not a fan of it. But I knew something like this would occur, man.
Yo, what's crazy? Now, this is the thing. You already know I'm not going to be me if I don't have a moment of hateration.
Okay.
It's crazy on how LeBron James, his name keeps getting involved in different things. Mm-hmm. Damon Jones, who was a coach for the Lakers, was selling information about LeBron James on his availability. Not only LeBron, AD as well. Yeah. Both of whom are clients of a certain organization. Now, it's crazy to me. Just a day ago, there is a journalist, Yaron Weitzman, who the organization, the Lakers organization, has threatened to sue him to try to prevent, the release of his book. And the title of the book is A Hollywood Ending, The Dreams and Drama of the LeBron Lakers. Now, I keep telling you guys, it's no cap in my rap. I keep telling you guys the stuff that I hear at Staples Center, because I'm not referring to it as the other name. There are a lot of people in the Lakers organization who feel very strongly about LeBron, and the stuff that you hear, it's only a matter of time before it starts to come out. And when I tell you it is a tidal wave, empires are built and empires fall. No empire is going to be exempt. And I'm telling you right now, there's an entire church, the synagogue of LeBron. You guys are going to be some very heartbroken individuals when this information starts to come out.
This is the perfect segue to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and why them separating from LeBron may have to happen sooner than later. First of all, Luka goes crazy, scores 49 to help the Lakers pick up a victory against the Minnesota Timberwolves, their first win of the season. And then your guy AR-15 goes for 51 points. 11 rebounds, 8 assists, like very Luka, like 9 assists, very Luka-like, to where it's like, is LeBron just gonna be in the way, right? Because he's not really a spot-up guy, slasher. Definitely at this
age. You have
age,
3 of the same type of players.
Yeah, 3 of the same type of guy. I think it's like, if you can add 2 or 3 pieces for LeBron James that can come in and help with Ayton, with what Marcus Smart is doing, the Lakers could really be a dangerous team, but I don't know what's going to happen. But if it's me, if I'm in charge, I am like, where can I send LeBron? I know it's going to be tough. He has that $51 million
Listen,
year on with his
I
deal.
send him to
They
Dallas.
need
I
to
send him
move
to
him.
Dallas today. I'm telling you, it's about
Cleveland. Send it back
Rob
to Cleveland.
Pelinka. Rob Pelinka. If you get this, I'm telling you, you want to move while you can get something for him.
Yes.
Because when the ball drops, when the shoe drops, when the gavel drops, no pun intended, you're not going to be able to get nothing for him. Move them while you can, while there's still an opportunity for you to recoup some of the assets that you spent in acquiring him. Because I am telling you,
Yeah.
it is coming.
Hey, I don't want to give my sources away, but hearing some stuff with the Lakers, they're like, this injury is not all it's cracked up to be. They're
No,
just saying he is upset about not getting an extension, and he like having AD around because AD allowed him to, like, this still your team, be you, where they're in full Luka mode, and that's what it's about, and he's not a fan of it. And Austin Reeves need his space. Like last season, I know I was one of the people saying he needs to come off the bench because I believe that LeBron is in the way. You can only play with two guys like that at one time. You had Chris Paul, James Harden. We saw how great that was. Luka with Kyrie. We saw them go to the finals. I think you can only have two guys like that who are ball dominant, play the pick and roll the way that those guys do. And I think you have that with Luka and AR. So building around that is possibly what you want to do for these next 2 years until that the cap space opens up to where you can possibly get a Giannis or Jokic in free agency. But it's just Bron is in the way, and it's like, how do you come back? Like I'm very curious to see when he does return, which sounds like mid to late November. How do you come back if Austin Reeves is putting up great numbers? Even in the loss, their last game, he still had 41 and another near triple double. Once Luka returns after his week off and he's going to do what he do, it's like, how do you come back and force AR to only get 18 points, 20 points?
not even
and
18.
Yeah.
AR will be relegated to about 10 shots a night. And
Yeah.
you know, AR is you're able to see what he's able to do when he's able to develop and build a rhythm. I'll go with that at this point in his career. I think anybody with eyes would be able to tell you, if you have problems with your sciatica, you're not dancing,
Yeah.
in
On
streams.
the
You're not
screen.
you're not on Kai Sinat's stream getting up shots. You're not going golfing. For people that I know that have sciatica, half the time they cannot move. And
Yeah.
so to see that being propagated in the media is absolutely preposterous to me. I don't know about you, but I'm not on the Clutch payroll, so I have absolutely no qualms whatsoever,
Hey,
telling
Clutch,
stuff how I see it.
if y'all, hey, Clutch, let me know. I'll send a contract. Let's make it happen, baby.
Yeah, he'll sell his soul, not me. But it's absolutely crazy to me on how the media continues to be manipulated, like blatantly manipulated for someone that it's clear has an agenda. And it's maddening to me.
No,
It's maddening to me.
it's really crazy. But shout out to Austin Reeves, man. 51. I think he's the first. Didn't he go undrafted?
Yep.
He might be one of the first undrafted guys to put up that type of performance, the 50, nearly 10 and 10. Like, the guy is proving that, hey, maybe y'all need to pay me my money. Maybe I can be that Kyrie to Luka to make it happen. But the Lakers, I know they got the loss. They're just so banged up to be so injured this early. It's like, what the hell is going on? What was
But
going on in training camp?
this is the MO every year. They
Yeah.
since the Lakers have gotten rid of Gary Vitti, they
Yeah.
are
He
one
retired?
of the most injured. No, not retired. The
Oh,
Lakers
they
got
got rid of
rid.
him. Okay.
I'm not gonna reveal my sources. The
Okay.
Lakers got rid of Gary Vitti. Since he's been ushered out of the organization. The Lakers have been one of the most injury-riddled teams in the league. It
Yep.
makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. But they got to get it together because they look like they got a little bit of something, just to win some games, maybe get back to those 50 wins. But so far they've been solid. Just got to get healthy. I'm not even gonna go in on Bronny because people already be
Get rid of
attacking
him.
me on X.
Get rid of him.
That dude is not an NBA player. Like,
Get
he's
rid
a
of him.
G leaguer, but he got an opportunity like 20 minutes, didn't score, 0 for 3. And for all you idiots out there who said it's just a second round pick, you never know when you're gonna have to get on the floor to have to help your team. And he's just not a guy that's going to be doing that anytime soon for any NBA team. So I'm still not a fan of that, but
And
I guess
the craziest part is you
Yeah.
guys be letting Instagram fool you. You let these highlight reels
Facts.
fool y'all. And I keep trying to
in
tell
the
you,
era of highlights,
I can make anybody look good in 30 seconds. All you got to do is make 3 baskets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make 5 plays throughout the entire game. I have you looking like a McDonald's All-American, but you
Facts.
telling me you didn't even lead your team in scoring at
Yeah.
13 points? Okay.
Hey, so
Y'all just now catching up.
Yeah, they got to get themselves together. Let's talk about the Clippers, man. I was able to be at their first 2 home openers, which they were able to pick up some nice wins. They beat the Portland Trail Blazers. They knocked off the Suns. 2 teams they're supposed to beat, just like they were supposed to beat Utah to open up the season. We got smacked up. And they look about what I expect them to be, especially early on. Tonight, it started off, they were up by 3 at half and just faded. In the second half, they lose by 19 on NBC to the Golden State Warriors. I'm not a fan of what Ty Lue has out there in the starting lineup. Like, I would like to see James Harden, Chris Dunn,
Is James Harden
Kawhi.
washed?
No, he's not washed. I don't think he's washed. I think he's still. Is he washed? If you want the Rockets, James Harden, to be able to lead a team like that, he can't do that. But he's still a 20 and 10 point guard. Or maybe like 18 and 10 point guard.
But see, now you
I want to
now
see
you-
I want to see a different starting lineup.
now you sounded like a Bron fan, you know what I'm saying? Just talking box scores. When I say washed, I'm talking about playing effective basketball in the flow of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Is that who James Harden is?
I think what it is, and it is something I want to say around the world for all the hoop fans that watch the NBA. Coaching in the NBA today is terrible. These guys are not running offenses. Only teams like Golden State, who's one of the better teams every year. OKC, the Celtics, the Pacers, Detroit. Cleveland, that actually run. You're like looking at the offense that you can learn as young coaches that come up and can take away plays and things like that. Some of these other teams, and the Clippers be falling into this too. Shout out to my guy Ty Lue, but they got to get better. There's no offense. It's just James Harden bring the ball up, play pick and roll, and then try to find these other guys. And I just don't think that is championship winning basketball. And that's why a lot of these teams don't win. OKC was kind of an outlier, but they mix in with the all-out Shea offense with some sets that they run when they can put Jalen Williams on the ball or Caruso to kind of, lead some type of offense. But it's just a lot of bad coaching in basketball. But one thing I want to shout out, non-Clipper related, non-Laker related, that man Wemby might already be the best player in the NBA.
No, you take the word might out. Take the word might out.
He is?
Take the word might out.
Okay.
Victor Wembanyama is the best player in the NBA right now.
Right now, today. His impact offensively, defensively. The Spurs are trying to win they're trying to go 5-0 for the first time ever in the franchise's history. That dude, Wemby, is the best player in the NBA. The way that he can attack on both ends, he's being more aggressive. Last year, my complaint was, bro, you're trying to play like you're 6'4". Now he's added more 7'5" into that, where he's taking you to the post and damaging you. And I think the Spurs may be one of the surprise teams of the league with Castle, with Harper. They don't even got De'Aaron Fox back. And with that beast, Wemby, like they're going to team that's going to have to be reckoned with, and people are going to have to be ready, because when the Spurs show up, you might get embarrassed. And it's a lot of because of Wemby, man.
Wemby by himself, you don't have an answer for.
Facts.
Wemby by himself, you don't have an answer for. You talk, and you already know how high I was on Castle last year. You couple that with Harper and Swiper when he comes back. Oh my Lord. You're talking about dogs.
Facts.
Swiper, I don't think there is anybody in the league with a quicker first step than Swiper, and you already know what he's going to do in the fourth quarter. You know what he's going to do in the fourth quarter. You pair that with Castle, man, get out of here, man. Seattle
are dangerous.
I mean, Seattle. Come on, San Antonio.
Yeah,
they
dangerous.
Are like, listen, that might be the Western Conference Finals right there. OKC versus San Antonio.
There's a chance because he's looking crazy. Of course, OKC is doing their thing. Warriors look good. The Nuggets look good. I gotta give a shout out to a team that I came into the season thinking that they have a chance to be a surprise team, and so far they're proving me right as usual. The Philadelphia 76ers, undefeated. Tyrese Maxey is looking like an MVP candidate so far. VJ Edgecombe is looking like the rookie of the year. Yeah, Cooper who? He said that flag is not set at the top of the rookie ladder. I'm at the top. The man is a like D Wade type of player and athlete. And MB just pops in here and there and just say, let me put up 25, 7 and 7 and help you guys out. Like that Philly team and that Eastern Conference. Of course, Milwaukee is playing good ball. Cleveland is looking good. Shout out to Chicago, surprising. Miami are doing some things. But Philadelphia, if MB can stay healthy, if Paul George can return and accept his role, or if not, they can move him for some more pieces and say, we got our big three with Embiid, Maxey, and Edgecombe. The Philadelphia 76ers will be a problem and will be in the Eastern Conference Finals if they can stay healthy.
You know Embiid is not going to stay healthy.
Hey, but now you don't got to play him a lot. They're winning games without him playing because Edgecombe,
Joel Embiid will trip over his shadow and tear his Achilles, bro. No.
Yeah, but hey, it's some great basketball going on. I love what NBC is doing with their coverage. It is dope. I'm happy that they're back doing it, and I'm just excited about
Talk, man.
Yeah, Go Talk, talking about load management. Play these games. People are there to watch you play. They might be their only game in the next 5 years. Play these games. Keep doing your thing, MJ. I can't wait to hear more. I wish it was more of a live situation with him. I kind of hate that pretty much they probably recorded for a day, and that's what we're going to get throughout the year. But hopefully down the line we get some more. But that's it for the sports talk. You know, we can do that all day. Thanks to everybody for tapping in. We got to get to some culture talk. Remember, you can always comment the Misfits Live, YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. Go show some love. Elan, were you able to check out any of the verses this weekend? No Limit versus Cash Money. No Limit. They did their thing, man. They did their thing. It was a dope moment, but I just think the verses has kind of lost some steam. What's your thoughts, man?
I definitely believe versus lost some steam, but I'm gonna just be a being with you. I didn't even bother watching it. And the reason being, I didn't like Cash Money or No Limit growing up. Now,
what
I have as a hip hop head, have I listened to everything? Yes. But did I like it? Absolutely not. I thought it was trash. I thought it was poo cheese. You know me, man. I'm big on lyrics. What you say matters. Outside of Wayne, you weren't getting anything lyrical. You like Mystical would give you some stuff here and there. Soulja Slim would, he'll give you some stuff, but neither one of those camps was like, oh man, I gotta tune in. But most definitely hits. Like both of them have hits, but
of course.
Nah. I didn't even bother wasting my time with it.
I love the moment Snoop showed up. For those people who forgot, like, oh, Snoop was with No Limit. He showed up and did his thing. Probably the most popular rapper in the world and possibly ever so far. I wish Lil Wayne would have popped up. That would have been a moment. But clearly, there's an issue there with Baby. And some people there with Cash Money. But I just love it. Definitely, hip hop is in a dark place right now. Only 4 songs in the top
Why is that?
100.
Why is that?
I think it's just going through a period of refining itself after the microwave era of music that was spearheaded by Atlanta and Drake.
Bring back lyrics.
No, yeah. So it's getting to that. So it's kind of adjusting. Now these lyricists are going to have to learn how to make some hit singles like the guys in the 90s and 2000s to get that flair back. But to have this nostalgia to bring you Cash Money, to bring you No Limit was a great moment. I hate that it was in Vegas, though. I wish that took place in
New Orleans.
Yeah, like if they have that in New Orleans, because I grew up, of course, tapping into No Limit, but I was really big on Cash Money and the Hot Boys and the Big Timers. To see them get their love and their flowers was really dope. But I just don't know if verses hit as much with people outside and living life and doing their things. But I'm always tap in because I gotta show love.
There are no more big names. You gotta do like a Jay-Z, Nas, or a Jay-Z.
And you can't have them rap the lyrics. Like you gotta have them chilling. I guess you could do it a little bit like like you had at the moment with Jadakiss and the Locks and stuff. But you want people to really be vibing like they were with the songs. But they tried out there.
You know what I think would be a cool little spin on verses? If cats really grabbed the mic and went bar for bar, like off the top, like old school freestyling, like who has the better bars? That'll save verses because a karaoke is like, come on, dog.
Yeah, I don't know if them dudes got that. I just think that people are outside and it makes it tough. But any nostalgic love for hip hop, I'm gonna be tapping in and I'm gonna show love to it. You got any more things that the Misfits got to get to people we need to chime in that they must know about? Maybe it's a little time for political
cell of gold. Pay attention to the cell of gold, because ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have your tinfoil hats. Tomorrow, 3i Atlas is entering the atmosphere. Aliens are supposed to show up tomorrow.
The Kryptonians, baby.
Now, whether or not it happens, I don't know. I'm prepared either way. I'm going to work, and if something shows up, I'm prepared. Hey, I hope you are too.
As long as they're Kryptonians and not Viltrumites. For my fans out there of Invincible, you know why I don't want Viltrumites to show up.
I haven't even started Invincible yet.
Viltrumites, we don't want you guys to show up because they're here to take over the world. The Kryptonians.
So what's crazy is, hold on, let me get a little backstory.
Got you.
1977, right? From the Sagittarius region of the freaking galaxy, there was something called the WOW signal that was sent. Now, there was I want to say he was German, but it was some scientist. He was, observing. He noticed that the signal lasted for about 40 seconds. Now, again, conspiracy theory E. CERN has been communicating with entities in the galaxy. And that is why 3i Atlas has shown up in our solar system. And it's taking a direct path, like to where the sun is. It didn't go behind the sun, but it's near it, and its path coincides with the WOW signal. Now, this is wild stuff. This is wild times. You're not hearing this in mainstream media because a lot of times, if something like this were to happen, it would send a complete planet in pandemonium.
Is this one of those Mayan calendar situations where
I don't know if it's a Mayan calendar,
2012.
I don't know if it's a Mayan calendar situation, but it's got my attention, bro. It definitely has my attention. I'm
always tapped in, but I'll be like, some of this stuff be, like I know you're one of those conspiracy theories guys. I'll be looking at that stuff and be like, you guys need to stay off the weed.
Now
A lot
listen,
of stuff I don't
that's the
believe is
funniest
happening,
thing. Your boy E don't tote. Your boy E don't tote. But it's
man.
a lot of stuff that just don't make no sense. And this is one of them. So I encourage you to go on 3i Atlas, Google it, TikTok it, Twitter it, wherever you get your information from. Do your own research, 3i Atlas,
Yeah.
and you're welcome. Be ready
Hey,
for tomorrow.
you know what don't make any sense?
What's that?
People who aren't tapped into the Misfits live. Like, what are you
Mm.
waiting for? You are tripping out. Like, you're looking at two of the next figures of this entertainment thing. Like I said, jump on a bandwagon now so that it's gonna be, you're gonna be like, dang, I've been rocking with them. It's like following your favorite athlete from high school through their pro career. You want to be doing that with the Misfits because we got that fire.
We're your real live 2K my players, man. That's
Fact,
who we are. We're your
fact.
2K my players.
And
This is
hey,
Mykell the PG right here.
point the other way. Point the other way. Other
No,
way.
I'm
Point
not.
the other.
I'm not
Oh,
Mykell.
your
I'm not
screen is
Mykell the
switched.
PG.
Oh, your
Oh,
your
okay.
screen is switched. Mine is the other way.
Oh,
But
it's this way. You
yep,
over here? That's
yes,
crazy.
sir. But hey, just real talk. Like when it comes to this game of being journalists and things like that, a lot of people feel like they can't, connect with certain journalists, and they're kind of like these people are spreading nonsense. We are trying to be figures that's bringing realness to it, that you guys can tap in with, that you guys can show love with, that you can disagree with and debate with. We with all that. I'm on X going back and forth. It's fun to me, and
We
I
don't
believe
duck
that.
the smoke.
Yeah, we ain't ducking no smoke. So let me know if you feel that LeBron is the GOAT in certain, we like to do that with the Misfits. And then my guy Elam likes to get into a little trouble here and there. But that's why we call him 5-star E. But man, we thank you guys for tuning in this special Tuesday edition, Taco Tuesday. Hopefully you had some really good tacos today. Game 5 tomorrow. Make sure y'all
Mañana,
follow them.
bacha.
Hey, follow the Misfits live on Instagram. Go to YouTube, like and subscribe so you can check out the shorts because we're going to be tapped into everything Dodgers because they have to win this game. And then everything in the sports world because it's not just us. It's a whole squad that's here with the Misfits live, and we want to give you that fire. And you're not going to get it nowhere else. Everybody going to sugarcoat it, but we aren't going to do that here with the Misfits. E, you got the last words. Get us up out of here, man.
Hey, you know who it is? That's Mykell the PG. I'm your guy Elam, and like we said, we're gonna give it to you raw and uncut. You can catch all his work on FI360, MLB Bros, the Sporting Tribune, Culver City Observer. I'm your guy Elam. You can find me in everywhere except MLB Bros, but that's okay. And till next week, man. Be a misfit. We got merch coming soon. Merch coming soon. But we are the Misfits, where we encourage you not to fit in, but find a way to stand out. Until next week, if the aliens don't get us, we'll be back. Peace.